Well, here we are at day three of our epic 143rd weekend in Chicago. And today was the 143rd and Automobilia Show. And I got to tell you, it was the most spectacular one yet. The room was packed. There were dealers everywhere. We're going to take you around and show you everything that was to be seen. We'll talk to some of the dealers, and you'll find out everything that went on today at Chicago Shenanigans.
Hey folks, we are at the show, the 143rd and Automobilia Show, and we have a vendor we want to introduce to you, but I'm going to have him say his name right now.
Okay, Mikhail Bashmashnikov.
Mikhail, it's very good to see you.
Okay.
Thanks for being here today.
The same. Nice
That's
to
it.
see you.
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. So Mikhail,
Is this Shenanigans?
tell us where you're from.
It's a good question. 32 years. I'm from the state, Stamford, Connecticut. But people still hear my accent and say, "Where you?" No, Mikhail, where you originally from? I said, "From East Coast, from State." No, where you originally from? I said, "I'm originally from Moscow, Russia."
Very
Moscow,
good.
Russia. This is my hometown, Moscow.
Very nice.
Moscow.
Well, your accent is beautiful, and your English as well, also.
Thank
Good
you,
job.
thank you, thank you.
I would
thank
ask you how your constitution is, but we know the state of your constitution already.
Yes, it's already.
What did you bring with you today to sell? What's at your table? You have some really neat looking things.
First one, I just introduced totally new projects. It's new venture with my friends, person who made these models, Igor Shutovich. He originally by trade ship modeler.
Okay.
And we convert him to Automobilia world, and it's the first car related, but actually it's first motorcycles in the world. A proposal from Denver. Original patent was taken in 1885.
Oh,
And
wow.
he made two versions in 40 scale, scratch built, museum quality range. It's not limited edition. It's not white metal resin casting. It's totally scratch built, a machine turning from brass and parts made from leather from wood. And this version will be made only 10 limited edition units. And ICE version we will be made only 5 limited edition versions.
Wow,
It's totally unique, and it's first world presentation in the world and in the United States.
It is really fun seeing something
I'm
new
very
and
impressed
different.
because I'm by trade professional model builder. 2 years ago I worked for CMA Marshall Buck, and 2 years ago I built in 24 scale Bugatti Type 35 racing car, and this year it's 100th anniversary. Months ago I was in Retromobile in Paris. Everyone celebrate 100th anniversary Grand Prix car.
Wow.
30 years ago I made, unfortunately, sorry guys, it's not 43 scale, it's 24 scale, still very small car. I made this my own project, Bugatti Type 35 Grand Prix in 24 scale. It's my own resin casting. I cast this myself. It's resin.
Wow.
It's all arguing white metal or resin. It's resin, you can check, it's flexible, it's nice.
Oh, interesting.
And chassis made from brass, it's soldering from brass, famous Type 35. This one I built this. I cast again 30 years ago. It's now history for me. It's anniversary. 30 years ago I celebrate 70th anniversary. I built this first Bugatti Type 35. This year 100th anniversary. This block and engine.
That is something to be proud of, though, and it is something to
It's
show and celebrate.
It's just part of me. And this brand new my own project again. I built this with my associates from KIT, 43 scale. It's Russian before October Revolution era half track Russo Bolt. And it's highly detailed chassis. Next year, I hope I will be bring finally finished the car. 2 years ago, I just display for 43 scale friends crowd just engines. This year, finally, I sat down and said, I must finish something for show myself. I finished the chassis.
That's awesome. Well, that gives us something to look forward to next time we talk to you.
Because it's very nice. And it's one of my new old projects. It's a Zimmer made for custom order for Zimmer company based in States in Syracuse, upstate New York.
Very nice.
And I won't mention again, it's just difficult time, but it's still, from my side, it's still my friends. It's guys from Kiev, Ukraine, EMC. Unfortunately, we don't make together anymore joint venture projects, but at least for me, it's one of the final projects with Pivtarak EMC, and I'm proud I still display months ago a few models in Paris, in Kiev, and my obligation, BNG, grand opening 43rd scale. I display these cars on my table also.
Thank you for that heart of giving and supporting.
It's life.
Appreciate it. Absolutely. Say goodbye to your friends, and we'll see you next time.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Kelly.
Hey folks, we're with another vendor at the 143rd and Automobilia Show. Can you please tell us who you are?
I'm Greg Gunn.
Greg, where are you from?
I'm from Swanson, Ohio, just west of Toledo, Ohio.
Awesome, yay. And tell us about your display today. What are you showing?
I have an assortment of white metal models and some resin models, some that are very rare and some that are one of a kind.
Awesome.
As well.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything that if someone was coming to the show, you'd say, do not miss seeing this?
Oh, that would be my Dodge wagon.
Let's look at it. Come on over this way and tell us about it.
No one has ever made a model of this car in any scale. So I knew someone that had the real car, and so I went over and measured it and photographed it and everything and had the models made. And so they're just about gone, but that is a feature car.
That is beautiful. How fun is that, too, to have something that is something no one else has, you know?
And the original owner of the car was really excited when I gave him a model of it.
Aww.
He couldn't believe that a model could be made.
So, that's so neat. Yay.
And yeah, he was really happy.
I'm so glad. Are you enjoying the show so far?
Oh, it's great. It gets better every year.
Yeah, I would agree with that, too.
And this is my first show of the year. So.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you for spending time with us. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Hey guys. Hi. You're one of our dealers. Would you please tell everyone what your name is?
My name is Tom Dernberger, and I came here from Twin Cities area of Minnesota. I live in Apple Valley.
Wonderful. Can you tell us what you've brought today to show and to sell?
Well, primarily what I've brought are GLM models, 1/43rd scale. I have an association with them whereby they manufacture models to my specification. Sometimes they are totally exclusive to me, as in these 1954 Chryslers. Other times we have an agreement where I will ask them to produce specific colors for me in limited quantities. For example, my latest models are the 1968 Imperial, and it is done in two colors, the Turban Bronze and the Sovereign Gold.
Do you have a favorite between the two?
Today, usually the most recent model that is made is my favorite, but I cannot, um, I cannot surpass this for being my favorite model that has ever been produced for me. This is a model of a 1954 Chrysler concept vehicle. It's called if you look on the side here, it's called La Comtesse. And it really was the test market to see whether the La Femme would sell. In 1955, they did bring out, Chrysler Corporation brought out the Dodge La Femme, which was supposed to attract female buyers. When they did this car, this, as I said, is my very favorite. The car still exists in 1/1 scale, but they also did a male version of that vehicle, as shown here. Still in all, my favorite is probably the female version. And I think for most buyers, they agree.
Yay! Well, thank you for spending time with us today. Have
Sure.
a great show.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Kelly, and you are
I'm Dale.
Dale. Introduce yourself to the listening folks and tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm Dale. I'm from Kansas, but now I live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Very good.
And that's about.
What did
that's
you
about
bring with
it.
you today?
A
Why
lot
don't
of-
you tell us about your collection?
Well, I think you will have seen stuff I have at other tables. A lot of us have some of the same current stuff, but what I've done that is pretty unique here are these special Code 3 Brooklyn Cunningham C3s, of which there were only 20 cars originally, 20 or 21 of the C3 Cunningham coupe ever made. And a few years ago, they were all gathered together at the Concours at Greenwich, Connecticut, and that inspired this project. So these are the first three of a series. The black car is a replica of Briggs Cunningham's personal car. These are all numbered, and they all come with this card. It's a really stunning car, solid black with a red leather interior. And this is this car is currently raced by the barn find hunter Tom Cotter, who found it as a barn find and kept it that way in black primer. Actually races it. I just was talking to somebody here that he was racing against at Lime Rock, Connecticut, I believe it was. And this is a barn find in black primer. This is that same car when it was new in 1952, which is the second C3. It's a replica of the second C3 Cunningham coupe built. And here's a photo of that car at Watkins Glen in 1952, I believe, at 52 or 53. It's really stunning colors. Again, a photo from that.
So you just said that's a very stunning car. Can you tell us which is your favorite?
Not really, no.
It's a good, honest
but
answer.
I really like these Cunninghams. I mean, the real car, which was a Vignale body, was such a beautiful car. It had a Chrysler Hemi engine, and they cost more to build than they were sold for, and they were sold for $10,000 in 1952. So they were an expensive car when they were new, to put it mildly.
Thank you for sharing your collection with us today and for sharing your time. We are at the show, and I have someone else to introduce you to, but I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
I'm Charlie Barnett from England, Yorkshire in England. And yeah, here I am at the show, enjoying every minute, as I always do.
Did you bring all these with you?
These few I brought with me. And yeah.
So tell me what they are.
They range from models from the early days of white metal production, like this one, and a couple of early Brooklyn models there, through up until the most recent probably is this one, another Brooklyn model from just last year.
Wonderful.
So yes, yeah, nice little cross section, I think, and similar on the prices.
Now, have you sold here at the show before?
Oh yes, yeah. I've been coming here for a good few years now. I always enjoy it. I always enjoyed across here in the States, and I always enjoy the show.
So glad to hear that. Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us which of the vehicles, which of the models is your favorite right here in front of us. There's probably a favorite at home that you'll never sell.
That's I mean, it's the old story. It's a bit like asking who your favorite child is.
Exactly.
But, it's a tricky one. But well, I like this one, the Motor City Oldsmobile base car. This also has nice memories for me. It's another Motor City model that I picked up from some friends of mine some years ago at another show here in the States. But as I say, they're all. I like all the models. So
that's great.
It's hard to pick a single favorite.
There you go. Yeah. That's the right answer.
Yes, I think
that's the right answer.
I think it is. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Charlie. Appreciate your time.
Okay.
Good
thank you for your
show.
time. Yeah. Well, thank you. We'll see how it.
Hey folks, we are back at the 143rd and Automobilia Show, and I have another vendor I'd really like to introduce you to. You probably already know him, but I'm still going to ask him to please introduce himself.
I'm Jim Cowan, Automodello and Diecast
Very good.
from Chicago.
You're a legend, aren't you? No, you don't have to answer that. That's okay.
I haven't passed yet.
There we go. Well, I'm glad you're here today. And I'd like to ask you what you have on the table that you are featuring and showing at this particular show.
So we're featuring a couple of things. We're featuring our own models, which includes the 143rd Packard Caribbean that we did for the Classic 143 Club. We also did this model in black and white. I can't. Yeah. There you go. And then
Let me ask you, out of those two, which is your favorite of the color combinations?
I prefer the black and white.
Kind of more of a classic kind of style?
Yeah.
Very good, yay. I'm sorry to interrupt you. What
That's
else
all
would
right.
you like to tell us about today?
So we did that. We don't usually sell our prototypes, but we've had this one for almost 10 years. We thought it was time to, it's a one-off prototype color sample that we did of our 1938 Packard.
Wow, so this
so
is something unique to the show, to
This is
any
one
show,
of
right?
one.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, wow. That's exciting.
And then if you hand me that sheet of paper, no, that one. So we became there's a company in Belgium called Art Toys, and we became their U.S. distributor.
Well, congratulations.
So there's only, their releases are limited to 25 models.
That's exclusive. When we're
Yeah.
talking about not seeing much of
Right. They were supposed to be here, but they got held up in customs. But their first model is a Manera, open and closed version. So I have these flyers. And then the last thing is we do buy collections around the country. So most of what's in this case is a collection we bought out of New Jersey,
Very good, very good.
which was around 400 pieces, and this is all that's left.
Are you ever tempted to hold back something for yourself?
Occasionally I keep a couple pieces.
Good for you. I think you should do that. So tell me what you have today of everything. Is the black and white Packard your favorite?
I think my favorite is what we're going to bring out next.
Ooh, okay, okay. We'll sit on the edge of our seats and watch for it.
Okay.
Thank you for spending time with us today.
You're welcome.
Thanks, y'all. Hey folks, we're here with another vendor and we want to introduce you to, tell us your names please.
My name's Bob Short, and this is my wife Linda.
Bob and Linda, very nice to
We're
meet you all.
from Waldorf, Maryland, and my passion is 1/43rd scale models. I specialize in models from the 30s through the 70s, mostly die cast, some resin, some white metal, but basically die cast.
Wonderful, wonderful. So are these two tables yours today? You have two tables you're
Yeah.
showing today. Wonderful. Is there anything in here that is your absolute favorite or anything you'd like to tell us about that you would like to feature?
And my problem is I love them all.
That's the right answer.
My collection
always.
at home reflects that.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Very sweet. So what do we have down here today that you would say to your customers, hey, don't miss this. Look at this model right here. Is there anything down there that you really love?
Mostly they're 50s, 60s, 70s.
Mm-hmm. Is that the era you really like and like to collect for? Wonderful. And we collect what we love, don't we? And we even
stuff
sell
I
what we
grew up
love.
with.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, great. Thank you all for spending time with us on camera, and best of luck to you here at the show and in life. Hey folks, I'm with another vendor and I want to introduce this guy to you so bad, but I'm going to let him introduce himself. Go ahead, Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank Rasabazinski. Everybody gets to call me Frank right away, as the long name is 12 letters. And I've been collecting 1/43rd scale cars ever since about 1998. It's a great hobby. I've made a lot of friends. And I've got a lot of model cars that I've enjoyed over those years, building a collection. I'm here today. I'm not really actually what you call a dealer. I am a hobbyist who's downsizing. So what I've been doing is I bring some cars I really like, but I know I've got my nice ones, and this will help spread them out, less of a burden on my family to have to deal with. And I've actually done quite well today.
Yay! That's what shows are for everybody to be happy.
Well, also, I priced them very right. I didn't try, to squeeze money out of people, especially for this beauty over here that I made for John Kvakis a few years back. I refer to these as Pepto-Bismol cars, and the color will tell you why, but it's a custom I made. But here are regular hobbyist cars. Got Brooklyns, which are starters for many people, U.S. model mint. Got Goldvarg. This is one of the oddest looking Henry J's, but it's got its own character to it. I've got collector cars like Madison's, Highway Travelers on that Plymouth, mini marks like in that Corvette, a VF Revolution Cadillac. Now that is an unusual car. There are some people that actually specialize in collecting them. They're made in Germany, and they have some history to them because, as I understand it, one of the model makers who made it, well, let's put it this way: he got a lot of money for his models, but he didn't deliver the cars. Up here, we have some other interesting cars, really like. You've got this, it's either Conquest or Madison. It's a 54 Pontiac, but it's so well done, it classifies, or I categorize it as really nice, as that 51 Motor City Pontiac. Motor Cities are probably considered to be the top line for people that are into the white metal diecast cars. They're beautiful, but you can get a lot of nice ones around here and other brands. And I go for cars that either have something, a memory to me historically, or look really good in the models. Now, this car looks like that. It's a mini mark. It's also what I would call a donor car. It's missing its headlights because it's serving its purpose on another car, and other things are missing. But at the same time, I'm selling it for a very reasonable price.
That might be something fun to pick up for a child as one of their first that
Possibly,
they're going to have hands on, maybe.
Well, the thing is, being white metals, some people are concerned about the metal and the kids.
Really?
Some cars, like if you get a model from Brooklyn, will have a label on there that according to yada, yada, yada in this state, it might be hazardous or whatever.
Fascinating.
So,
did not know that.
Yeah, and now this Packard is a resin model. And in the beginning, when resin models came out, so-so quality. This is beautiful, and the price is very reasonable. And I just realized the bumper fell off, so I have to put it back on. You learn a lot of things when you're selling the car and you're checking it out, and you have to check it again.
Mercy.
Fortunately,
good eyes. Know your automobiles.
Well, not necessarily. I had a car for sale, and then we found out the mirror's missing, but I think I have one at home.
This is kind of like the bloopers interview, isn't it?
Oh, geez.
Bloopers and blunders. But you know what? We see it all, don't we?
Yeah, and it's part of the fun.
Exactly. If you can't laugh, what's it worth?
So
awesome.
Anyhow.
Well, Frank, where are you from? If someone wants to tap on you and say, hey, I really like that donor car, and I'm so glad you pointed out that it's not for kids. I want it for me. Where do you come from? Are you a Chicago?
Okay, I'm a Chicago born and raised, but I live in Naperville, Illinois, which is a suburb southwest of Chicago, about 35 miles dead reckoning from the center of Chicago. Always been here, probably will always be here. And people are good. But it's nice also to be able to see these people from everywhere else because of our location and our food.
There you go. And I failed to mention, but this is the 143rd Automobilia Show.
Yes.
And you're right. The food that we always look forward to are Who makes the hot dogs?
Oh, Portillo's.
Portillo's, yes. And
Portillo's
then,
hot dogs, Italian beef, and their sandwiches. They're
my
all
goodness. My husband always wants one of those every time.
good. Well, I had a bad tradition I started many years ago. I started buying White Castle sliders for lunch.
Oh, yes.
And there wasn't a canteen or anything at the show on Sunday.
Not good. Okay. Hey, talking about bloopers and blunders, we're going to stop right there, right?
Yeah, that was a blooper.
Hey, thank you. Actually, this has been a hoot. Thanks for sticking with us. See, it's real. It's
Thank
all
you.
real. Hi there, this is Kelly Kvakis, and I am here with someone very special at the 143rd and Automobilia Show, but I'm going to let him introduce himself. Go ahead.
I'm Harvey Goranson, and I came here from Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Excellent, yay. So, is this your first show, Harv?
Oh, no. I think I exhibited here once before.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow's show across the street, the Countryside Show, I've exhibited there once or twice.
Nice, but you've attended definitely for years and years.
Oh,
haven't
yes.
you?
Yes, I've been
Awesome.
coming up here at least a dozen years.
That's wonderful, yay. Well, you have a table full of treasures today.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you'd like to point out to us that you would like to feature and show us? Maybe something we've never seen
Sure.
before?
Well, for example, this Top Marks Bentley was made by a fellow by the name of Max Kernick in England. It's white metal, highly detailed, dates from about 1990, 91, thereabouts. And it's a hand-built white metal model. It even has, it's a Bentley. It even has Bentley script, and it also has tires that don't want to stay on. But it has Bentley script on the top of the engine, very highly detailed.
Nice.
And this Alvis is done by Top Marks as well.
Very nice. Would those be considered your favorites?
If I have favorites, they're not on this table.
Smart man. Yes, absolutely. So they're probably at home. What would be your favorite? You know, so many people say I can't choose one. Do you
I have more Bentley models by this company, and they would be, well, to make an example, if there was a fire in the house, they're the ones that come with me first.
That's awesome. Yay. It's good to know what you love.
Yeah.
And good to surround yourself with good things.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, Randy's going to sneak a peek at all your collection here that you're selling.
Okay.
And I thank you for spending time with us on camera.
All right.
Cool beans. folks, we're visiting vendors today, and here's someone I'd like you to meet. Would you please tell our listening audience who you are and where you're from?
I'm Dave Gilbert, also known as Toy Car Geek from Nashville, Tennessee. This is my wife, Carol.
Yay. Dave and Carol, it's really good to have you here today. So, have you been here at this show before?
I have attended as a spectator, but this is my first time actually showing.
Yay, I didn't prep you on this at all, but have you enjoyed the show?
Absolutely. It's a wonderful show.
I'm glad to hear that. So what I did kind of tell them in advance to tell me about is this wonderful collection that's right in front of you. Can you point out anything that you're featuring today or anything you want to draw our attention to?
I sure can.
Go for it, please.
Brought a little bit of everything today. I've got some brand new models. I've got some pre-owned models from state sales, and also have this fire truck here, which is it's a fire replica, it's museum quality. It's not 1/43rd scale, it's 1/50th scale, but this one has, I believe, 800 to 900 pieces to it.
Oh my
so
goodness.
it is, yeah, it's a very special model. Also have a couple of Cadillacs from EMC, and also just this morning introduced a new model coming from Stamp Models, 1/43rd. It's going to be a 1970 Tornado, and there is going to be some 2 limited colors that are going to be exclusive to Toy Car Geek.
That is awesome.
So,
I'm so glad we get to hear it. Yay!
Yeah.
Woohoo! I love the breaking news. It makes me feel very special. I hope you guys feel special too. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, we are here at the 143rd Automobilia Show, and we want to introduce you to each of our vendors. Here's a couple of guys we want you to know. Would you please give us your names?
My name is John Tanay.
And I'm Gordon Ensing.
Well, welcome. Tell me something. Have you been here before at the show?
No, this is our first year.
Excellent. Do you like it so far? Not putting you on the spot or anything. We're glad you're here. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yay, I'm
A lot
so
of
glad.
different unique items out there.
Awesome. That's what I'm finding too, which is so fun. And I'm going to ask you in a minute to show us what you have. But can you tell me and everyone else how you know each other and where you're from?
Okay.
Well, I'm from Comstock Park, Michigan.
I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Ah, neighbors.
And John and I pretty much got together in the International Plastic Modeler Society local chapter in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where we first met. Started knowing we both had interest in model car building, and
awesome.
We've expanded that in the fact that we've also been involved with motorsports, amateur and professional, as official workers.
Yay, well-rounded, wonderful.
Yeah.
How about your collection you have out today? What are you featuring? Does it kind of reflect a little bit of your past?
Well, it definitely reflects my past. I've got a bunch of kits for sale, all 1/43rd scale kits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got a selection of cars that I have built from kits.
Wow, okay,
So those
very
are all
good.
unique. and built.
I love that it's something different. You know, when we come upon different things that's just eye candy that you've not seen before, it's exciting.
Yeah.
I think it's exciting for everybody. What else do you have that you'd like to show today?
Well, I came along, basically, I have mostly built plastic cars, and I brought 3 boxes of plastic cars. Just being a 1/43rd scale show, I brought mostly 1/32nd scale kits because that's the closest thing I have to scale. The 43rd scale stuff is stuff that I've just picked up and collected over the years as die casts because of the interest in what I have. I mean, these 6 Formula One cars are probably the 6 Formula One cars that got me interested in watching Formula One back in the 60s. So
fascinating.
So that's why
Wow.
I picked those out.
That's awesome. I love it. A method to the madness.
That's correct.
And there's a little bit of madness going on here, but it's a good show.
Yep.
We love it.
It's a good show.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all ages. It's wonderful to have a young person with us today. This is great. Would you please introduce yourselves to us?
My name is Albert.
My name is Matthew.
Albert and Matthew, where did you come from today?
Toronto.
Toronto. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
So I understand that Matthew is the French speaker. Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Ah, there you go. That's all you're going to get, okay? All you Canadians that speak French, we're not going to butcher the language anymore. Hey, so let me ask you, what did you bring with you today to show?
A selection of a lot of different models from different brands from all over the world.
Excellent.
And different price ranges.
Ooh, that's nice. That's really good for buyers. So you're not stuck in the 400 range, but you can come on down a little bit into some...
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Show for everyone.
We're here to try to sell and help collectors.
Excellent.
And I've been doing this since I was 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We didn't plan this, but I want to ask, what's your very favorite car of all time? Not model, but your favorite car. If you've been into cars for that long. I threw him a curveball.
Any BMW will do.
Ah,
Yeah.
good taste.
Even though I
Yay.
don't have a single BMW on my desk here.
That's okay. That's
I
okay.
have,
A good one's going to come your way, I bet.
I have a few at home, the real ones and the model cars.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to Mustangs because that was my first car.
Yeah,
So
and I
there
have
we
a
are.
selection of Mustangs right
Ooh,
here.
I'm in trouble. So, Matthew, are you driving yet?
No.
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
2 years.
Do you have a favorite car that you would like to see made into a model? Let's put it that way.
Honestly, not really. I just like stuff. I just like everything.
Yay. I love that. That's a good attitude. Grateful for everything. Well, I'm glad you guys are here today. I hope you get to sell some things.
Thank you.
And thanks for making the trip. Safe travels back. Bon voyage.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, guys. Hey guys, here we are at the 143rd and Automobilia Show, and we have someone different with something very, very different today, but I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, my name's Paul Larkin. I'm from the Chicago area.
Yay.
I speak with a New York accent because that's where I came from.
Where at in New York?
Long Island.
Ah, me too. Where at for you?
Queens.
I was out on the
Bayside.
point, Montauk.
Oh, Montauk.
Yeah.
It's a good
Hey, New
vacation
York.
spot.
Yes, we were there because my stepdad was military. Anyway, we digress. Tell me a little bit about what you brought with you today, because this is so very different than what we usually see, and it's beautiful.
No, these are treasures that I've collected over the years. I am into racing. I don't race or have a car, but I collect a variety of venues. Today I brought Carrera Pan American items from 1950 to 54, the race that was run down in Mexico. I brought a lot of Can-Am stuff, the Chaparrals, the McLarens, the Lolas. I've just always looked at it and thought they were beautiful designs, beautiful cars, and a lot of the guys that raced them, Bruce McLaren, John Surtees, it was an international venue. They were some of the guys who made all the records back there in a variety of different types of racing. So I didn't bring the Le Mans stuff or a variety of other stuff. There's not enough table room, right?
Right.
That's what I bring. I don't collect the more, how should I say, classics. But I've been to 43rd shows back to the days of the Strictly 43rd Club. And I got it.
Yay! I love it. This really is eye candy. And I'm so glad you brought something different for us to enjoy at home as well.
A lot of folks have stopped by. I've had some great conversations with people. What's this, or I know that, or haven't seen that in a while. Even had a conversation about some of the tracks, like Road America and Watkins Glen, of guys who actually do racing. So that's what I enjoy out of this sport.
Yay.
It's fun.
Thank you for being here. Thank you also for talking to everyone at home and giving us a great education.
Hope I'll be back again sometime.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet you, Kelly. Take care.
Surprise! I have somebody that didn't think they were going to be on camera with me, and
Gasp.
I roped into an interview. I can't introduce him, even though I've been married to him for 43 years. Would you please tell us who you are, sir?
My name is John Kvakis.
Is it really?
And this is our take.
Oh, that is,
That's
isn't
right.
it? That's really cool. I like
right.
that.
Yeah.
He just came up with that. I like that. You're going to have to change all the graphics and logos and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
My take, our take.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, so this is the 143rd Automobilia Show, and you're one of the vendors here today, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Just like all the rest of the vendors, I've been asking, what are you showing today and what are you featuring? But first, would you like to tell these folks where you come from?
Yeah, we're from Warrenton, Virginia. So we drove about 11, 12 hours to get here. But we made a couple stops on the way because this is the epic 143rd weekend.
The epic
Chicago
143rd
Shenanigans.
weekend.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Good deal. Yay. So we're having fun. We saw, let's see, one museum on Wednesday, was it?
Yep.
And I'm getting my days mixed up.
Thursday, the
one,
Ford V8 Museum.
Yes, which was beautiful. I
Yeah.
love the stainless steel. Now this shows how much I know. What was it? A stainless steel what?
A stainless steel
Ford,
1938
right?
Ford.
It was
That's
a Ford.
right.
It was
Yeah.
a Ford. My first car was a Ford. Okay, anyway, you're finding out way too much.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was an awesome museum. Yesterday we saw the two museums that were back to back. The ACD Museum.
And National Car and Truck Museum.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can never remember the name of
Yeah.
that. Very nice. No, it would be wrong of me to ask which of the museums was your favorite. We liked them all, didn't we?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Always,
Every
always,
one
always.
of them. Yeah.
And you know what? It is really a lot of fun.
Mhm.
This is kind of a funny, different little interview. Sorry about this. But it is really fun being married to this guy and in our latter years going places together
Yeah.
and for me to hook on to his hobbies and we get to spend time together. So
I've been trying to tell her for years this is a lot of fun.
no, he hasn't. He's been coming in, sneaking in, hiding little things. Now I get to see what he buys, and I'm like, oh, can you get that one too?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, listen, talk about what you have, and
Yeah.
I'll step out of the way. Show us what you got.
We got a selection of Brooklyn's here. We got a couple of one-off prototypes. We have the new club model, the BCC club model, right here, sitting next to BCC club applications, and the Brooklyn Model Collector's Guide update number 2. We also have the prototype from the Caribbean here. And then we got a selection of other models. And we've got the My Take flea market here as well. Something a little bit interesting. We got the original prototypes to the 1963 Buick Riviera. So these were the original workups on those that were rejected and they made an all-new master. But these are very nice in themselves. These are 2 one-of-one models. So we always, Brooklyn works with us for every show. They're very generous. They give us a lot of support, and we do as much as we can to help them.
Yay!
Yeah.
We are so glad to be here. We're so glad to talk to you guys. Thanks for being a part of our world and letting us be part of yours.
Amen.
Oh my gosh. It's like, I feel like you're the president and I'm the first lady and now we're famous.
Okay, so that's the whole show. Many thanks to Randy Schultz, our cameraman, who went around and got a picture of every model in the show. You've seen the whole thing. And I'll tell you something. This was a great show this year. It's been getting larger each year. This was the best yet, and that really gives us something to look forward to next year. Very focused, a lot of serious collectors there, and we had a really good time. Many thanks to Jeff Lane for putting this together. We've all been invited over to Tom Kinney's house this afternoon to see his collection. Then we have dinner tonight, and of course tomorrow we have the Countryside Collectors Classic Show. So it's been a great weekend so far. We're looking to a big day tomorrow, and we hope you'll be able to join us next time. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give me a like down there in the right-hand corner. And you might want to subscribe to the channel. We've got more videos coming on the weekend, and I'd like to be able to share them with you. Thanks again for watching.